Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome back to the Success Series Talks. Talks designed to help you get what you want out of life. Remember to listen, take notes, and most importantly, act. Years ago, I was teaching at a middle school in Idaho. There was a program that was done through an outside source that offered incentives to students to get them to read. So we had an assembly, and this guy came to present the program to the students. He was getting them more and more excited through his use of participation. He taught them that every time he said, "But wait," then they would all shout out, "There's more!" Each time he shouted, so did the students, and the prizes and incentives kept getting more and more amazing. Most people probably thought nothing about that day. But as I've thought about it, it is quite significant. I now wish I could shout down the corridors of time to anyone who is either having a hard time, just seeing a positive turnaround, or who is well on their way and quite comfortable. I wish I could shout, "But wait, there's more." Sometimes in life, it is easy to get stuck in a rut and think that this is as good as it gets. But there is more in store for your life. If things are bad, there is definitely more in store. Remember that bad times don't last forever. Or as the cliche goes, tough times don't last, tough people do. This is absolutely true. And how I know this is true is because you are not stuck ever. You are not a passive observer from the sidelines of a football game, waiting to see the end with no influence as the outcome. You are the quarterback, the wide receiver, and the running back. You have control over the plays. You can make choices and make them different, even if that choice starts out as simply to be happier. I don't know how far down you are, but it doesn't matter. If you are listening to this, you have taken one step to getting out, and it is possible for you to change your life around. Now, we have all heard of the laws of gravity, right? What goes up must come down. The problem is that some people try to apply this law to everything in life. If the relationship is up, it must eventually come down. If I am up, I must eventually be brought down. If my job is on the up, it will eventually come down too. This law absolutely is not to be applied to anything except gravity. This isn't one of those laws that applies to everything across the board. So get that kind of thinking out of your head. I have heard people say this when they have just lost their job. It is implying that whenever something good happens, automatically there's something else sooner or later that's coming, so brace yourself. This is not accurate. Life does have ups and downs because things constantly change. And we have to deal with people and their decisions, and because life is fragile. However, having problems come your way are not a manifestation of this law. When you get a job promotion, is it possible for you to get another one in the future and to keep progressing? Absolutely. If your business makes a certain amount of money this month, is it possible to keep making more each month until the day you retire? Absolutely. What about if you have a great marriage? Is it possible for that marriage to get better and stronger throughout our lives? Is it possible for you to grow closer and closer and enjoy each other even more than when you first got married? Yes. I know this because people do it all the time. I know people who have continually progressed throughout their entire lives, and things have gotten better and better. On someone's first day of work, when the benefits were being explained to them, the boss could have said, "But wait, there's more." When they went to the doctor with great health, it is possible to have heard, "But wait, there's more." In marriage, when the priest read them their vows and gave them advice, he could have said, "But wait, there's more." This isn't true only for a few select people who happen to get lucky and win the great prize of having a great life. This is possible for every person on the planet. If you are a person who's struggling, remember there is more. Life has more. You can tap into this by starting to read a personal development book and learn about ways to change something, even if it is small. It may not seem like it, but if you read one book a month, soon someone will start to see you as more valuable due to the skills you are developing, and more opportunities will come your way. Don't give up. If you are starting to see things happening and getting better, don't rely on luck and hope it'll just keep getting better. Make it better. You are in control, not the boss, not your coworkers, not your spouse, not your kids or your parents. Your progression is your responsibility alone. No one else can take the blame nor the credit. Maybe you think, "Yeah, but you don't know my situation." You are right. I don't know your situation, but I know where you could choose to head. And let me guarantee you, I know that where you can head is a lot better than you can imagine, and a lot better than where you have been in the past or where you are right now. Believe it, and then start to work to make it happen. Remember, there is more. If you are the person who's living an average life, who things are comfortable for, remember, but wait, there's more. Don't get stuck in comfortable. Keep living your dreams. Keep going after better things. Don't get stuck in the mentality that things are pretty good or that good enough is good enough. Good enough is not good enough. Continuous progression in a forward and upward direction is the only thing that is good enough. The world and everything in it are constantly changing, and if you are not changing with them and moving forward, then you will not stay comfortable for long. Do you know why? Because you will actually move backward in contrast to the rest of the world. Things will actually at some point start to get worse. It is not possible for things to stay perfectly the way they are. You must either move forward or you will move backward. Choose to move forward. Take where you are and push yourself. Develop a talent you didn't have time or money for before. Use your time and money to spend more time with your family. Read a book each month or two, or go to seminars. Take your kids to seminars. Start your whole family on a road of continuous progression. Don't be happy being average and leading your whole family to just be average with you. Let me assure you, life can always get better. There is no end to how much better life can get. Maybe that is hard for some of you to imagine right now, but I promise it is true if you start on a road of progressing. What goes up will continue to go up. Yes, you might have slight setbacks. Someone may die and you will get older. But life will not go backward if you don't. Start today to make sure it doesn't. Be excited to learn, grow, change, and progress. Another great analogy I once heard is the story of a lady who went to a party. They came around and started clearing the plates from the dinner table. She piled all of her stuff on top of her plate and was just about to hand it to the waiter when the person next to her said, "Keep your fork, the best is yet to come." Well, what was coming was dessert. And so that was why the lady wanted her to keep her fork, because the best part of the meal, the dessert, was coming. Remember that. The best is yet to come. Now, I need to put in a caveat here. I don't say that so you will think you need to get to some destination in the future. People who never live in the present and constantly think that things will get better in the future are wrong. They think, if only I graduate, I will be happy. If only I get the promotion, I will be happy. If only I get married, I will be happy. If only I have kids, I will be happy. If only all the kids were gone, I would be happy. If only I got a divorce and married someone else, I would be happy. If only I can retire, I will finally be happy. Okay, this is not what we are talking about here. We are not talking about some hopeful, wishful thinking about that our future will magically be happier if we just wait long enough. As a matter of fact, that idea is completely false. If you do nothing different today and think life will be better in the future, then happiness and peace and true joy will always elude you. You will never have it. You will be running after something that you will never get. When I talked about each group of people earlier, those, who are struggling, those who are doing okay, and those who are, seem to be comfortable, I didn't talk about any of them waiting. All of them had action steps to do. All of them had things they needed to do in order to keep making it so their life would go forward. I also didn't mention anything about them getting to a certain destination to be happy. I simply suggested that if they keep progressing, life will get better and better. Live now and prepare for the future by changing and progressing, and you'll be happy throughout your entire life. Happiness that is dependent on some future happiness can never bring long-term happiness. Sure, you will feel elated for a few weeks, days, maybe even months. But soon enough, you will again get tired and bored with what you have and look forward to some future event. Do you know why? Because when you live for some future event to make you happy, then you are waiting for something outside your reach right now to bring you happiness. You are waiting for something around you to change, to somehow bring you up to speed with where you want to be. However, when happiness is based off of your change and your progression, you can always control that. You can control what you personally do, and you can always continue to be happy. In the process, your changes will lead to other changes, which will bring you even more happiness. Your happiness won't be dependent on someone else's choice. You will go out and create your future instead of waiting for the future to come to you. Do not let someone else create your future. That is very scary. No one will take as much interest in your future as you will. Let me repeat that. No one has as much interest in your future as you do. Your boss doesn't, your spouse doesn't, your kids don't. You have more interest in your future than any other person on this planet. You make the changes to bring the future you want. Make it get better and better. Make it go up and up. Be happier and happier as you live each day. And as you do that, remember, as you get happier and things are going better, but wait, there's more. Thanks for listening and make it a great day. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you can listen to other great talks. Also, give it a like and share it with others that you think may benefit.